Hey guys.
Hi.
Hello, how are you?
Fine.
So, welcome back. How was your vacation?
Good.
You had fun?
Yes.
And what
Yes.
about fasting? How was Ramadan?
Good.
All right.
Alhamdulillah.
All right. Excellent.
Hello.
Excellent.
It's
Hello, guys.
very good, but I am so hungry.
Oh, yes, I'm so hungry and so thirsty too.
I have the third trimester research pack.
You have the what?
The third trimester research pack.
All right. Excellent.
Me too.
Okay.
Now we have to
very
solve
good.
all the pages we solved already.
Yes, unfortunately.
It's okay. We'll solve them.
All right. What did I want to say? I wanted to say something. Okay, anyway, so first of all, I missed you all and welcome back. What we're going to do today is that we're just going to revise over the force again. And then after finishing revising, we will start answering all of the worksheets related to the force lesson, okay? So starting next time, I think maybe next time or the time after, we will need your resource pack and I will be giving you homeworks starting today, okay? So I want you to pay attention to the revision. We're just going to go through it again, okay? Things that we have learned right before the vacation, we're just going to go through them again. Yeah, I wanted to ask a question. You guys entered very early. Why?
Because we finished the English really early. We finished it at 12:10.
Miss Nesma, because it was written on Placera that we should enter 12:35.
Yes, but you did not enter 12:35. You started entering at 12:10, as Ruqayya said. So suddenly I found my waiting room full of Ruqayya and Ali and a lot of people and Ahmed Ahmed, I guess.
No, because they didn't. I told them on the group that it starts at 12:35, but they were like
So
getting.
the English finished early.
Yeah, really early.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
No, this for the people.
We already did.
This for the people that don't have the research pack. What are they gonna do?
I
They
don't
were
know.
not even going to use it.
I cannot help you with this. You have
I have it. I'm just asking.
okay.
Miss, are we going to solve in the new book or the old book?
No, the new one, dear. But first we're going to revise.
I already have it.
Okay, very good.
Me too.
We all have it.
Yeah.
Okay,
Except
guys.
me.
Let's start with the revision. We're just going to go, as I said, through the fourth lesson again. All right. So as we said at the beginning of the fourth lesson, that you cannot find an object that move by itself. There must be a force or that have been applied to this object in order for it to move. I want you to mute your mics, please, guys.
Okay.
So in order for any object to move, a force should be applied to it. Things cannot just move haphazardly and without any force. They just don't move by themselves. You must apply force to them in order to make them move. Like for example, if you want to open the door or you want to open a drawer, you have, or you want to kick a ball or you want to pass the ball to your friend, in all of those cases you have to apply a force to those objects in order for them to move the way you want. I think there is another PowerPoint. Yeah. I'm just looking for the PowerPoint that we worked with in the before. Yes, here we go. So how can we use the forces in order, or how can we use the force, and how can we change the state of the object by using the force? What does that mean? It means that do we only use force to make things move?
No.
No, we can be using them for other purposes. Like what, Mira? Can you tell me?
Yes. Okay. Like another thing we use force in.
So the example that I said, that for example I have an object that is not moving and I want to move it, so I make it start moving. This is
Yes.
one thing. What else can we do with the force?
We can like
Hmm.
friction.
No. Ruqayya?
Motion.
We can move the chair.
I know, dear. All what you're talking about is something that is already not moving and I want to move it. Okay? So I apply force to make it start moving. Like for example, this boy, he's passing the ball to his friend. So he applies force to the ball to make it start moving. Okay? We can also do what with the force? Huh?
I know.
Yes, Mira.
Miss Nisma, do we like do the senses, like touch the cup?
No, dear. No. Yes, Ruqayya. Do you have any other thing that you want to add?
No, I'm still thinking.
All right. Another thing that you can do with the force is that you can change the direction of an already moving object. You have an object that is already moving. It's already moving. You can change its direction. This is one thing that you can do with the force. So the first thing, you make an object start moving. Mute your mics, please, guys. You make an object start moving. The other thing is that you have an already, mute your mics. Judy, mute your mic. The other thing is that you have an object that is already moving and you want to change its direction. So you also apply a force to it. One more thing is the opposite. You have a moving object and you want to stop it from moving. So you, for example, like the goalkeeper in a football match, he or she stands in the he is standing in the goal and he waits for the moving ball to come to him or her to make it stop. And in order to do this, he or she must apply a force to it. Okay? Another thing is changing the speed of a moving object. You already have a moving object, it's already moving, and you want to change its speed, whether by making it speed up or, like Superman in this case, slow it down. So you have to apply force in order to make an object change its speed, whether by speeding it up so you can push it to make it speed up, or you can pull it to make it slow down. Okay? Another thing is that you can use force in is that you can change the shape of an object. Like while you're playing with the Play-Doh or slime, you actually push or pull the dough in order to make it change its shape. So this is another way of using your force. Okay, guys, give me 1 second. I have to plug my laptop because it's going to stop working. Okay.
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 Yes, hello guys, I'm back. All right. So the two main types of forces that we deal with is the push and the pull forces. Those are the two main types of forces that all the forces in the whole wide world come under them. Yes, Judy.
Miss, I just wanted to, I wanted to show you something in the new book, the page that you told us to do it. So I was confusing something. So can I show it to you
What
after the
page that I
session
told you
ends?
to do? What page that I told you to do?
This page.
I think this is the homework.
The page,
I did not give you any homework.
this.
Yes, what's wrong with it?
There's something confused in this girl. I don't know if she's pushing or pulling.
Oh yeah, she's
So I wrote
closing.
it push.
Yeah, yes, she's
Push.
closing the door, so she is pushing it. Yes, this is correct. Okay. So what force is exerted on each picture? As you can see, the man in green, he's pushing, and the one in red is pulling. Then we talked after that about the balanced and the unbalanced force. And my question is, guys, for you, do you remember which type is the one responsible for the movement, the balanced or the unbalanced? Which one of them will cause a movement? Which one of them? The unbalanced. Yes, exactly. The unbalanced force is the type of force that causes a movement. And why is that? This is because when you have a toy, for example, and you start pushing this toy from one side, and on the other side, you don't have another force with the same amount pushing in the opposite direction, this car will just keep moving in this direction. While in case of the balanced force, if you have a balanced force, so for example, those two friends are pushing the toy car with the same force, but from opposite direction, this will never move because they have the balanced force. It's like playing war of tug of war. What do you call this game?
Tug of war.
Tug of war, yes.
Tug of war.
And if the two sides, while you're playing this, if the two sides on the two sides of the ropes have the same force, the rope will just not move. It will just keep shifting in the middle. But if you have one of the teams is much stronger than the other team, so this team will or this game will be having an unbalanced force because one of the teams has more force than the other. So the rope will start moving, and this is the case in the unbalanced force. The people raising their hands, do you have questions or do you want to answer or what exactly?
No, Miss, I don't have a
want to
question.
answer.
Oh, you want to answer what?
No,
The
Do you
Miss
have a
didn't
question?
tell.
I did not say any questions. Okay, so you're just making it just in case, right?
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you're raising your hand just in case. Okay. All right, guys. So after that, we talked about, yeah, this is the, would you like to do it with me? Do you have your books now? Did you answer it?
Yeah.
Which
Did you,
page?
did you
Yes.
answer this page?
Yes, I saw
Yes,
it.
I answered.
Okay, very well.
And
Very
I
well.
solved the other page too.
Okay, excellent.
So I didn't solve 12 or 13 or 11 or 10.
13. Let me see it.
From 10 to 13.
So we did this together, page 7, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
page
Yeah.
And
8 and 8 also.
No, we did
Page,
not
yeah.
do page 8 together. Oh, yeah, we
No,
did it.
we did it,
No,
yes.
it was homework.
Please, can
Page,
we make a
page
can we make
9,
mine again?
we did not do page 9. Page 10,
Yes.
we did page 10 together.
Yes,
No,
but
we did not.
No, we did.
no, wait, we did it, but we didn't. All of us didn't have the book.
It's
Yeah.
okay. Okay. So, and next is this one, we did it, page 11.
Miss, can you
Yeah.
solve 10 again? Because I got disconnected when you solved it.
When? Before the
Yes.
vacation?
Yes.
All right. We're just revising now, guys. We're going to go through all of the worksheets after revising, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
And this page, I answered it in the activity video that I made for you. Have you seen the activity video?
No.
Yeah, but
The one that I played in the session, and then I put it for
No.
you on Classera.
no,
No, I didn't.
No.
no,
No, have you seen the video?
no.
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 Guys, I
Mm.
played it for you in the session, the last session, the activity where I brought my daughter's bag and I put books in it, and then and her roller blades.
I did not see it.
No, I
What about the rest?
I saw.
Me
Yeah.
too.
Julie
So,
saw it, and Mira saw it, right?
They showed us that
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Miss, they showed us that video.
Yes.
No, Miss Nesma, you're saying about this page or another page? I thought you're saying about page 10.
No, I'm talking about this page, page 12. In the activity video that I made like a race, not a race. I brought a very small car, and I started.
Yes, I solved it.
I started
think so.
putting them on different surfaces. This is the page that I was talking about. Okay.
Miss, can you go to page 11 because I don't understand something yet.
Okay, guys, I'm just going to revise today, and then we're going to solve next time. Okay, let's just not get confused. All right. Then after that, we started talking about another type of force, which is called the gravity force. And the gravity force is a very important force for us. Please mute your mics, all of you.
Okay.
Someone mic is unmuted still. Mute your mics, guys. Okay. So the gravity force is a very important force for us and for us as living things, because without gravity force, we will not be able to be anchored or grounded to the ground. We will not be able to stay on the ground, and everything around us also will not be able to stay on the ground. And this will be a very hard way to live if we don't have the gravity force. How was it discovered? It was discovered by a scientist called Isaac Newton. Isaac Newton was sitting under an apple tree, and while he was sitting, an apple fell on his head. He started thinking about why did this apple fell in this direction? Why did it fell to the ground? Why didn't it float on the air? Why didn't it go like right or left or in any other direction? Why is everything around us is being attached or attracted to the ground? And this is when he came into the concept that there is an invisible force. Invisible means that you cannot see it. An invisible force which is pulling the objects to the ground. And he decided to name it gravity force. Now, when we talk about the gravity force, we have to show the difference between two definitions that we also always get confused between them. And those two definitions, or those two words, are mass and weight. Mass and weight. They are different. Mira, mute your mic, please. They are different in that mass is the amount of matter inside an object. And this is where I showed you in the video when I brought my daughter's bag and I started to fill it with a specific number of with a specific number of books. Like for example, I have the bag and I put like 20 books in it. This is the amount of books inside the bag. Or in other words, this is the amount of matter in an object. Now, if I took this bag and I traveled anywhere, whether on Earth or outside Earth, will the number of books change?
No.
The number of books will,
No.
yes, the number of books will remain the same. And this is why we say that the mass is not affected by any kind of other forces. It's not affected by gravity and it's not affected by any other force. The mass is how much stuff inside this object, how much matter inside an object. Okay, so this means that it doesn't change and it's not a force because it's not affected by any kind of forces. So do you remember, guys, what is the unit that we use to measure mass?
Yes, I know.
Just raise your hand and I will choose from you. What is the unit that we use for the mass? Yes, Ali.
Grams and kilograms.
Yes, grams and kilograms. So grams and kilograms are the type or the unit that we use for mass. Now, the other kind of, or the other word that we get confused with the mass is the weight. But the difference is that the weight is actually affected by the gravity. And this makes the weight a force, unlike mass. So mass is not a force. Weight is a force. Why? Because weight is affected by the gravity. So this means that the weight changes from one planet to another. Because the planets, all the planets and the moon too, have different gravity.
Miss Nisma,
Yes.
do you mean on Earth like my kilograms is 33.75, and if I went to the moon, my kilograms will change?
No. Your kilograms is your mass. It will remain the same because the mass is the amount of matter inside your body. It doesn't do anything with gravity. It's not affected by gravity. Kilograms and grams is the unit of mass. The mass is not affected by gravity. It doesn't change. Again, it's like how much things inside your body. If you travel to the moon, will you miss an organ?
No.
No.
You will still have all of your organs. So this means that the amount of matter inside your body will remain the same. This is what the mass is. Your mass on Earth is 30 kilograms. It will remain 30 kilograms on Moon. It will remain 30 kilograms on Mars. It will remain 30 kilograms on Jupiter. Wherever you are going to travel, your mass will remain 30 kilograms. Okay? The weight is another thing. The weight is affected by gravity. So it is a force. And since it is a force, its unit is not going to be grams and kilograms. Who remember what is the unit of weight? Who remember what is the unit of weight? Yes, Mira. Newton, exactly. Thank you so much, Mira. Since weight is affected by gravity, and gravity is a type of force, weight is also considered a type of force. And because it's a type of force, all forces in the whole wide world is measured by the unit Newton. Newton. So Ahmed, if you want to check what is your weight on Earth and what will it be on Mars, I want you to bring me or find out what is the gravity on Earth and what is the gravity on Mars. We can, by the way, figure out really easy what will be your weight on Earth and what will be your weight on Mars. Can you do this now?
Miss, I can't understand you.
Me too.
You can or can't?
Can't.
Can't understand me?
Me too.
Yes.
Who else? Oh, guys, we said this several times, and every time I ask you and you tell me that you do understand. What don't you understand?
Yes, Miss, I understand.
What exactly don't you understand?
I understand.
Me too.
The part that you just said.
The part that I just said, the difference between mass and weight?
Yes.
Honey, the mass. Yes.
Miss, I can understand this part, but what do you mean by you just told me to measure?
Yes. Now I will tell you. Okay. Okay. Let me try something with you right now. Okay.
Okay.
Now I'm going to check on Google because the gravity is a given number. This is something that doesn't change on Earth. Earth has its own gravity and Mars has its own gravity. Okay. Let me just write right here. Gravity on Earth. Okay, let me see what number. Yes, here is, please mute your mics, guys. Please mute your mics. This is the number that represents the gravity on Earth. Okay, the gravity on Earth is this number, 9.8. Okay, so I want you to, if you have a piece of paper and a pencil, I want you to write gravity on Earth equal 9.8 right now. Okay. Okay, you have wrote it. Gravity on Earth equal 9.8. All right. Now let's check. Here it is. Gravity on Mars. Look at the gravity on Mars. How much is it? Forget about those two words, those two numbers. I want just those, the number before the point and the number after the point. What is the gravity on Mars?
3.7.
3.7. I want you to write gravity on Mars equal 3.7. Okay, did you do it?
No, I didn't write Mars.
Okay, write Mars 3.7.
Miss, all of them are written here.
Yeah, I know. I just want the one on Mars and the one on Earth. We're just making an example so that you can understand.
Okay.
Okay. Now,
okay.
I am going to choose. Ahmed Ahmad.
Miss, I found it.
Okay.
Yes, Miss.
Ahmed Ahmad, what's your mass?
33.
33 what?
Point.
Yeah, 33 what? What's the unit of the mass? What is the unit of the mass? What is the unit of the mass?
Kilograms and grams.
Yes, but you are a big boy, so of course you will be measured by kilograms, okay? Because grams is used for small masses, like very tiny stuff, okay? But you're a big boy, so of course you will be what? 33 kilograms. This is your mass. Your mass means the amount of matter inside your body. The organs and the cells and the liquids and everything inside your body. They remain the same. If you are on Earth, you will have all your organs. If you travel to Mars, you will still have all of your organs, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So this is why mass does not change. It's the amount of thing, like if you have a bag and you fill it with stuff, you filled it with 20 books, those 20 books will remain the same, even if you traveled anywhere. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, this is the one that we measure in kilograms. Now, what about weight? Weight is a force. And why is it a force? Because it's affected by another force, which is the gravity force. So we considered it a force. And since it is connected, as you can see, it's linked to gravity. It is connected to gravity. So this means that if the gravity change, the weight will change. Okay? Please mute your mics. Please.
So Miss Ismail,
Okay, now what I'm going to do is to find out, I'm going to find out what's your weight, not mass. We know that your mass is 33 kilograms, okay? This will be your mass anywhere, on Earth, in Mars, in Jupiter, anywhere. Your mass will remain the same. It's 33 kilograms because this is the amount of stuff inside your body. They will not change even if you traveled anywhere. Okay?
okay.
But your weight will change because your weight is connected to gravity. Okay? Now let's see what's your weight on Earth and what will be your weight if you went to Mars. We have the gravity in both of them, correct?
Correct.
All right. So how can I measure my weight? I will bring my mass, which I know. I can find out my mass if I stepped on a balance. I'm just going to go on a balance and see what is the number written, like you did. And you said that your mass is 33 kilograms. Okay? And then I'm going to multiply it by the gravity. The gravity of what? The gravity of the planet that I want to find out what will be my weight on. Do you understand, Ahmed?
Yes.
Okay, so now I want to find out what will be your weight on Earth. So your mass is what? 33. And then I will make times or multiplied by, what's the gravity on Earth, Ahmed?
9.8.
9.8. Very good. Let's see. This is your weight. 323.4 Newton. Because weight is a force, so it's measured by what? What is the unit that we use for weight? Newton. Exactly. So your weight on Earth is 323.4 Newton. Okay? Now let's find out what will be your weight on Mars. Again, what's your mass?
33.
33 times what is the gravity on Mars?
3.7.
3.7. This will be your weight on Mars. 122.1 what? What's the unit of the weight?
Newton.
Newton. So this will be your weight on Mars. 122.1 Newton. So your weight changes from one planet to another because it's affected by what?
By gravity.
By gravity. But mass it does not change and it's not affected by any other factor. Unless, for example, if you changed the amount of substance inside your body, how? You lost some weight, or you lost some, or you made yourself thin, or you made yourself a little bit fat. So in this case, your mass will change, but that it's not affected by something from the outside. You did this to yourself. Do you understand, Ahmed?
Yes.
It's like if you have a bag and you filled it with 20 books. And then before you get out of your home, you remember that, oh, I need 2 more books. So now you have 22 books in your bag. Okay? Now you filled your bag with the 22 books and you travel to Mars. Will the number of books in your bag change?
No.
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 This is what mass is. Mass does not change because it's the amount of matter inside your body. It's not affected by any other force. On the other hand, you have weight, and weight is affected by the gravity force. So this means that your weight on Earth will be different from your weight on any other planet, as we saw right now. Is it clear?
Yes.
Yes.
Ruqayya, do you understand?
Yes.
All right, very good. We have like 2 minutes left. We're just going to go through quickly the rest of the PowerPoint. Now, how can I measure the weight? We know how to measure our mass. And I said that this is simply by stepping on any balance. We have our bathroom balance, or any balance that we use at home in order to find out what's our mass. What about the weight? In order to find out the weight, the device or the tool that we are going to use should be affected by gravity. And this is why, in order to measure weight, you will notice that we use a tool where you can hang stuff to it. And when you hang stuff to it, this will allow the gravity to pull it. Okay, so how do you know what balances measure masses and what balances measure weight? If the balance, you can put stuff on it, like, for example, when you step on a bathroom balance, this is measure mass. But if you have a balance that you hang stuff to it, like this one, it has a hook right here, and you hang the stuff on it, this measures what?
Weight.
Weight, excellent. Okay, so we call this type of tool or this type of balance force meter or spring balance. Force meter or spring balance. Yes, force meter and spring or spring balance. This measures the weight, not the mass. Okay.
Okay.
Now, this is how it looks like. This is the force meter, and as you can see, there is a spring inside it, and you hang stuff to this hook, and you let the gravity pull it down, and then you measure how much weight does this weigh. All right?
This
Okay.
what is the black thing inside the yeah, this.
And yeah, this is an empty space.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
Oh, here you go, guys. See, those are four different types of balance. If you put stuff on the balance, this balance measures mass. If you hang stuff to it, it measures weight. Now, the time is going to end right now, so I have to end the session. I will be seeing you tomorrow, okay? And we will